Hello and welcome to another video. Today I decided to do a little bit of a showcase. The Humble Bundle Monthly came out, and for those who are not familiar, Humble Bundle is a great website where you can get monthly games if you want by a low rate price, or they bundle games for you to pay what you want. It's all cool. Anyway, I'm assuming that most people here know this game, know the website. Anyway, this was on the latest one. What monthly were you in? September? I think this was the September monthly. And at the bottom of the list was this minimalist looking game called Shady Night. I'm going to start it right now. And it's hard to tell even from the main screen, but you see basically your player model right there. And I'm not kidding. I've already played a little bit to get a feel for the game. Let's go to the second level here, where there's spiders in the tower. So very minimalist, as you see, polygonal. Made in the Unity engine. And each level starts off with you seeing exactly what you're up against with the tower. You gotta press enter. Now, seeing some of the screenshots, some of the gameplay, made me interested in trying this one first. Now, it's very flighty. Those of you who have played... Those of you who played games like... Suddenly I forget the name of one of my favorite games. Dang it, Mirror's Edge. Maybe familiar with some of the climbing aspects to it. Pressing space again to climb a higher ledge. Otherwise, that's about as basic as it gets. Combat has a single slice. And the other mechanic you have is to throw your sword as well, or throw your weapon. This is controlled by stance, which is a little awkward for someone like me who likes to dance around their enemies while holding up the weapon for an attack. If I want to move backwards real quick to dodge an attack and then hit, well, it'll end up being a throw and suddenly I'm weaponless. As we might see going forward. Let's see here. Chains, a la Dishonored. Spiders. As that cinematic wants to let me know. And you die in one hit. That's the basics of this game. There's really not much to explain. Yeah, and yeah, you start from the beginning of everything. Of the level, at least. So you got yourself, I would say roguelike, considering you don't level up or anything, and it's just pure progression. No leveling up. Ah, I got greedy. No real leveling up, though I've noticed in some of the later levels, as far as I've gotten, you seem to be hitting those spiders with a one-hit kill instead of just the 2 hits that you're seeing right now. No explanation of why you're doing so one can only assume your character is getting stronger as they go forward. I don't know. Oh yeah, kick. Dang it. And it stutters. I don't know why a game like this would stutter. But it does. It's made me miss at least one jump so far. As you keep on losing, you gain a little bit more muscle memory for how the levels are situated, how they're designed. So it almost seems like second nature to know that there's a chain over here, there's 2 enemies over here, so you need to throw that, kick that guy, and then finish him off. And hints appear on the walls. Sometimes well, when I first started playing this, I actually walked up to one of the hints and I had no idea what was going on. Nothing happened when I went onto it, and then to see the writing on the wall. Story was pretty quick and simple. It was some sort of weird voice that tells you, wake up, I got these orbs here, I'm going to set you free, and in return for you setting me free... Whoop. In return for me setting you free, you have to go around the world, destroy all these orbs, and return me to my former power by destroying these orbs. It's keeping the being weak. You don't know what the being is. I'll assume that if you beat the game, you still won't really know. But hey, progression. You got a plot to kind of work the story around. Though honestly, a game like this, I don't believe needs much of a story. I don't know. It's giving me kind of a little bit of a super hot vibe in that aspect, where the story the story is about telling you how much the story really doesn't matter. It's all about the killing. How quickly I go through this level is showing. That doesn't show up in the game. How quickly I go through the level is really a testament to how many times I lost. That's a good one right there. I love how the weapons will just kind of float like that sometimes. There we go. Starting to feel a little better at this after taking a break. Now, something else that made this curious is kind of how mysterious this game is. It just kind of appeared on the monthly list. It didn't exactly say who developed it. I just know that when the splash screen shows up, it says a Humble original. Whoops. And it wasn't until I booted it up several times that I noticed a couple of names cross my screen saying developed or something about being developed by Alex or Captsigh and Captsigh. When I first searched this game, you know, I tried to search this game in Wikipedia, nothing showed up, and I looked on Humble Bundle saying, hey, what's a Humble original? And they just say it's a game that they support and try and bring out of development. And it wasn't until I found those names that I decided to search them, and you know what? Something did pop up. Captsigh, specifically, Alexi, on the Twitter, seems to be the main credit for game development. And what I managed to find is an itch.io page, itch.io, along with a Twitter, maybe a Facebook page. I didn't look too deeply, but yeah, it seems like this is a very small development team, two people. It didn't say exactly what they worked on, and I haven't been able to find it on the Twitter to see exactly what the credits go to. So, in the video itself, I will link the direct page for the credit, the itch.io page, and the Twitter. All I see on the Twitter is just how excited these guys are for this appearing on Humble Bundle, which, you know, I'm happy for. Development cycle was how many months? I think it was like 6 months or so. And I'd say it's pretty good for a Unity game in that short amount of time. There's a few foibles, that try my patience a little bit. When you're replaying the game over and over again, because you will die, it's muscle memory, it's all that good stuff. You are forced to have those small little cutscenes every time you restart. So despite the fact that you are very familiar with these enemies, you're forced to sit through, and it's only a span of a few seconds, but you're forced to sit through that small little cutscene saying, this is a knight, this is a spider, this is a heavy knight. And as short as it is, it gets a little grating when you just want to restart and get the game going again. Kind of the same kind of vibe you get from Super Meat Boy. If that loading time was a little bit longer, the patience is tried just that much more over time. It's just drawing the brakes the camel's back kind of thing. See, that every single time. It breaks your stride. Oh, it's an instant kill when they're down. Normally that guy takes a few hits. This is another thing, this This chain swing. Sometimes if you don't land the chain swing just right, initially, you will miss your chance at the jump. You have to land on the chain just the right way. That's another mechanic. If you're up in the air and you hold down the attack button, you will do a slam whether you intend to or not. I feel like there is a sort of elegance to having so many different mechanics tied to the same button. But it is like learning a new language with your fingers. There it is again. I kind of wish there was a parry. Nice. It is satisfying when you hit things, when you get it just right. See the blood of your enemies falling before you. Especially if you don't break your stride. I feel like that sword throw is a little unfair. Considering how damaging it is. Nice. Because I could probably... I almost missed that. I can get away with just throwing my sword at everyone and getting by the level. But I feel like I'm cheating myself when I do that, so I try not to. Two of them. Ah. There he goes. Something I haven't been mentioning, and you saw me pick one up earlier, but there are secrets, there are chalices. There are things to find. Like that in the levels. There are sort of secrets. I don't think this is one. This is just me trying to find a faster way to get back to the boat. That feels good. Once you get the movement down, it does feel good. It's frustrating, of course, when you lose, just like a lot of these games are. Oh, I missed a few kills. Whoops. Must have been a few spiders. Oh, hey, I realized I didn't beat that last level before, so weird things happen when you are focused elsewhere. So now I have a bow. This is all new to me at this point. Okay. What's this? What's this? Bomb? Oh, nice. Slight slowdown in the air. Kind of reminded of Ocarina of Time aiming, where you just have to memorize exactly where the arrow is going to go. Nice. I say nice a lot, but that's my reaction to this type of work. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Alright, I don't have to slow down as much now. What is this telling me? Slow-mo by charging in midair. Yes. What's this? Good, tell me what... Gravity bomb. Okay, don't see the point of it yet. There we go. Alright. Starting to get the feel. What are you telling me now? Bomb jump. Oh. Okay, works in midair too. Nice. Oh yeah. Forget the mechanic right when I learn it. Upsy go. For anybody playing this, I recommend... I want to give a tip. The chain grab is automatic. I thought you had to press space, but I ended up dying because I kept pressing space after I end up on the chain, so heads up, it's an automatic grab for the chain, but it is not an automatic thing for the climbing. You have to hit space again if you want to climb a ledge. There we go. Any faster way down? Sometimes you can find a ledge. Careful though, trying to see around the ledges have led to my death a few times. That has happened. I want to try to make that jump. I don't think I'll make it. If I double jump, I will. Yes! There is fall damage if you fall far enough. I learned that the hard way in level 2. But I wonder if fall damage is negated by the gravity. I should try that when I'm not almost done with the level. Because if you die on the way to the boat, you have to start the entire level all over again. I imagine that was an intended difficulty from the developers. Well, and you put out targets. You grade me on that. This is a medieval water world. That's what this is. Not so distant future. Okay. I'll take a bow. If you're given, freely. There we go. What? Fear the ocean, yes. I can't swim. Yep. That's another thing with having the attack button kind of set to stance is I'm moving in a straight line. And that happened again. My attack was set because of the slam attack. It's just... Not gonna fault the developers for it. I guess if I wanted to learn the language of the game, it's up to me. To not set up the attacks, you know, before. Yes, that is satisfying. Goodbye. Oh no. There we go. The idea is they don't want you setting the attack unless you are ready to attack, from what I understand. That's what I'm interpreting, I mean. Gotta get better at this whole talking and playing thing. And self-referencing is also very professional. Oof. Secret. I wonder if blocked attacks count as missing. clearly they must favor you having the bow. We're putting all these secrets out of reach and only accessible through the gravity bomb. Captsigh, if you ever watch this, I love the effect you do with the swords, just being able to grab them in midair like that. Makes you feel pretty awesome. That, though, that wasn't fair. I know you advertise using items, environmental items, in order to hit people. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be saying that a lot. There we go. So it seems less about finding vital areas to hit and more about putting your enemies in a vulnerable state first. That could have gone bad. Oh, and he was optional. Probably just guarding a secret. See, if I fell from this distance, I would die. I do wonder if I can put a gravity bomb before hitting the boat, but I'm not too sure if that'll reset fall distance. So, I'm not going to risk it. I think when I hit the boat, that'll be a good place to end. So again, this is Shady Night. I recommend checking it out. I don't know how much it is on itch.io, if it is there. It seems to be Humble exclusive at the moment. Anyway, I should be more informed. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for queuing into the video, and take care of yourselves. Stay strong and keep safe.